Hello, hello. Hey, Model Houseman, Rambo Hacker. I am doing well, thank you. How about yourself? Model Houseman. I saw some of your pictures in, I think, somebody's Discord. I'm not sure whose. I think Scroff's, maybe? And those were pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Really impressive. Looked like a lot of work went into them. Hopefully the audio is good. Hopefully everybody can hear me alright. Want to make sure the music's not too loud, the game's not too loud, my voice isn't too loud. But thank you for jumping into the stream here. So we're on episode 4 of the No Man's Land kind of series that was started along. That's being passed around to a few different YouTubers. We have Got Free For All did the first 5 episodes, then Mighty Mike did the next 5, and now I'm doing the third set. After me, I believe Gaming Joy will be taking over. Originally, it was started by the FarmSim Guy and Gaming. They did a multiplayer series together on this and kind of built all this, laid it all out, built it all up. And they did about 30 episodes, so go check out everybody's channel, see the other live streams and the other episodes to kind of catch up on what's all been going on. Well, we have a farm here on No Man's Land with a bunch of chickens, cows, sheep, and a handful of fields and other productions. But thanks everybody for jumping in. Sorry about that, I have a couple dogs and they like to bark at anything coming near the house. So we're going to start off with trying to sell some eggs here first thing, because we get an abundance of eggs every single time we skip a day or go through a day. We do have obviously snow going on, so hopefully it kind of holds off from sticking to the ground. You can hear me just fine? That's good. I was hoping to do the stream earlier today, but some other things just kind of came up and time wasn't really on my side, so I decided just to push it to tonight. It kind of works out best for my schedule and just makes life a little bit easier. I know Sunday night football's going on for some people. And then I know all the overseas people are probably already in bed. Or getting ready to go to bed. Technically, November was the best time to sell the eggs, but we just have so many. I think it's, we might as well sell some to clear it out a bit. Hey, Mr. Quick Fix, thank you for jumping in. Hope you're doing well. No, I'm doing well, Mr. Quick Fix. Thank you for asking. Was hoping to do, like I said, a little bit earlier stream today. Just didn't work out with some of the stuff going on with family and whatnot. So, schedule-wise, this is the best for me. I need to see where the best place to sell it is. Let's see. Eggs. The farmer's market expanded. Seems to have the best price. Just want to verify. West Coast. Yeah, this is bright and early for you. Well, dinner time, I guess, or a little after dinner. I think it's supposed to snow the entire day on the stream. Hopefully the kind of foggy atmosphere isn't too dark for everyone. I know sometimes when you're watching it on a phone or computer or on YouTube, it kind of gets a little dark compared to what I'm seeing. Nice. I'm Central Time, so it's a little late for me. We'll probably go about 2 hours tonight. Not much longer than that, just because I'll have to get some shut-eye so I can get to work in the morning. Alright, thanks Mr. Quick Fix for letting me know. If you're not, I think some of you have followed on, or most of you have. The goals for kind of the streams or the episodes between all the YouTubers is eventually one of us, we each add kind of a production chain or an item to bake a cake. So we are only 2 productions away from that, so we need the flour mill and then we'll need the bakery. But once we get the flour mill, we'll be able to get flour, and then we should have all the products to input to a bakery. And then today we got some field work to prep. We're gonna have to clear some rocks, spread some lime, get rid of these eggs. Hey Cranky, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Alright, come on, pallet. There we go. All the YouTube notifications. I've heard a few different people having problems with that they don't send out one right away, or they take forever. I do have a Discord. If I know everybody's part of a lot of different Discords, so sometimes it becomes bogged down with so many, but I do ping on that Discord if you ever want to join it. And right there it is. So a couple of you from the West Coast, are you LA Charger fans at all? Seattle. Both of you are Seahawks. Smith's been doing pretty well for him. And thanks for joining the server, Cranky. Not too active on there, just to let you know. Okay, come on, pallets. There we go. Kind of stack these ones bad. I'm not sure they're gonna work too well. Yeah, I've been trying to stay up on them. I still have an overwhelming amount. And they surprisingly don't go through as much feed as I thought they would. Uh-oh, what happened to my mouse? Froze for a second. So they had about 20,000 before I switched over. I think we have a little bit of sorghum left. Yeah, so we might have to find something to supplement the feed overnight. Hey Nick, thank you for joining in. Hope you're doing well. Just trying to clear up some of the eggs because they were starting to get a little overwhelmed. Then we are going to move on to a little bit of field work. We have some liming to do and some rocks to pick up. I think that'll be good for now. We'll go sell these and then should be in a pretty good spot. Not sure who all has the platinum, but how's everyone enjoyed it so far now that it's been about a week? I played on, I think it was Drops multiplayer server that got set up the other day, or a little bit yesterday. That was pretty fun, working together with some guys. Hey Timothy, thank you for joining in. Definitely a learning experience, Rambo, if you haven't played it much. Or haven't done much logging, I guess. Too busy watching everyone else cranky. There has been a lot of people playing on it. Ton of streams. That's awesome, Mr. QuickFix. I'm glad you're liking it. I'm glad everyone is liking it. I know there was some hesitation on it, but I've enjoyed it quite a bit myself. And especially playing on the multiplayer server yesterday, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, the eggs were definitely worth selling. They were at their peak in November, but they hadn't dropped a whole lot since from then to now. So I decided just to sell them. And I think we made almost, what was it, like 200,000? I think I was right around 570,000, so a little under 200. Definitely, Nick. The new winches, I love the new winches. Those are just, and then the yarder's pretty fun. I messed with it a little bit the other day. And then obviously the large processors and the Volvos, the big like excavator type equipment. That's brought a lot to the game. I think it was a good update, good move. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, we're just gonna close your eyes for a second. Park this right here. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with what FS19's Platinum Edition did, because I joined the game about halfway through its life cycle. And then out of all the DLCs so far this year, I think it's definitely the best one. I enjoyed the Kubota and the Vermeer pack, but they were kind of underwhelming, so to speak. Alright, so we have a ton of lime, so we can do the lime. We can do the stones as well, so. Probably just drop the front loader here. Don't know if we can unload this here or not. Oh, never mind. Gotta remember what opens the cover. There we go. That's right. Now I remember it was the Alpine map, and then I had a bunch of the electric vehicles, like the rigid tracks or whatever they were. Gosh, need more room to unload. Let's remember, how do we do the cover again on the controller? I always forget. Oh. D-pad left. Might be a little heavy. I don't know. Do they have a weight? Do they have a weight? I have one somewhere. Inside. Might have to put the McCormick on this. Well, that helped a little bit. Now we're not sliding anymore. I do think the new map, Silver Run, is really well done. I think it's kind of like a next step for Giants. I feel like some of their maps have been good, but they've been pretty, I guess, simple or basic. And a lot of us depend on the modders to come out with the really detailed maps, or the ones with a lot of activities in them. And this has a huge spread on it. Oh man, we're gonna burn through lime so fast. We do have to get the weeds out of the fields we had planted. Yeah, detail-wise and everything, I think it's one of the best maps they've made. Seem to put a lot more effort into it, especially with like the productions and the build mode and all that. Don't think these are going to take too long to put lime down on. We won't have to worry about the weeds because we'll end up cultivating most of those. Let's see, hopefully only one more load, but we'll see. I think the trailer we can turn into like a rock trailer, so we might be able to dump right into it, I'm not positive. We'll have to test it out. On the last, we're probably gonna have to feed the animals too. They seem to need feed almost every day, especially the cows. I might need to look at them here soon. Might be starving for all I know. Chickens are getting pretty low. They're getting pretty low. We're gonna have to move some of the wool pallets out of the way for both of them. Oh, and the cows are out of feed, so we might need to make a quick stop and feed them right after getting the lime done so that their health doesn't diminish all the way. I've enjoyed doing this No Man's Land series. It's kind of been different. You kind of have some stuff holding you back, but you don't. You kind of get to do your own thing. So that's been fun. But you also kind of start with something totally built differently. How people lay out fields or do things in order. The different equipment people like to use as well. Some people love the small harvesters, and then I think in Mighty Mike in one of his, he bought himself a big case. See if we can reach this whole part. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get it. Probably have to make another run. Hey Scott, thank you for jumping in. Hope you're doing well. One more quick run to the lime, and then we should be done with the liming on the fields. Hope the job's been treating you well, Scott. All good. I'm glad you're chilling with on my stream. Oh, getting crazy. At least it's rewarding, and it's always nice to stay busy, then you stay out of trouble. Or stay out of going down too many rabbit holes. Probably could have changed the width on this, couldn't I? A little late now. I think that is all of the fields. Yep. Oh, we got a little bit down on the middle. Can't leave that. Every time I open the menu, I'd stare at it. Sorry to hear about your internet, Tin Man, and that's all good. I understand. Things happen, troubles happen. Next task is to see if we can get the rocks out. We have stone picker over there, so we can go jump on that. Not real sure if anyone else is streaming tonight. See if we can grab these ones. I think we can. Yes, we can. Sometimes when scooping the rocks, I don't know if it's better to weave all over or just go up and down. There's so many sometimes. Sorry to hear that, Tin Man. Hopefully this stream's been good for everybody else. Yeah, you could try streaming in like 480 or 720. See if that makes rendering it a little easier. Well, I hope your internet can pick up in the future here. And sorry you can't really watch the video much. But thank you for jumping in. I appreciate it. Oh, you're gonna tell me I can't do this? Is it because I put lime down on the fields that won't let me pick the stones? Please tell me it's not because I put lime down. That is a buzzkill. I was really hoping that wouldn't be the case. We might have to cultivate and then do this. See if that works. Yeah, this is not working. Well. Maybe let's grab the cultivator and see if we rip it up a little bit and then go over it if it'll work. His and hers cultivators? Just kidding. I'll take red matches. Up and down, even the field out for state. Not sure on that one. Alright, so that lets us scoop them. We'll probably have to cultivate them first. Just fixed itself 2 minutes ago. Well, that's nice. It's a pretty big cultivator. Shouldn't take too long to hit the fields. Let me see if I can remember how to do GPS. I have it on. Auto width. Set A. Oh, we're gonna have to refuel the tractor here in a minute. Do with set B. Show lines, just make sure I'm on the right. Oh man, we're way off. Apparently I didn't clear the last one. Let's see, do we have to clear a track or something? Like, you're talking about the stone picker over there? Because there was only stones in this side. There's no stones on this side. So I'll probably run over this with just the cultivator instead of using the stone picker on the entire thing. I know it looks bad, but I didn't want to have to use the stone picker for everything. Alright, I'm not too familiar with, honestly, the GPS, I'm not gonna lie, so I don't know if we're just on an old track. It shouldn't be, unless the offset's wrong. There we go. Turn off. Where's the line? Oh, we're going at an angle. Gonna make me mad. Yeah, I was told the one in the pond just to leave it there because Randy's got to get it out at some point. No idea how much fuel we have left in here. Hope we don't just die in the middle of the field. Sounds good, Scott. I don't know if you haven't kept up, we bought plot in episode 2, 35, I think. And last episode we cut most of that, or mowed most of it, and then picked it up and put it in the fermenting silo. So we put a whole bunch in there. I forgot we need to feed the cows. Getting sidetracked too much. Maybe we'll go refuel the tractor, feed the cows before their health gets any lower. Hopefully everybody's had a good weekend. Mine's been fairly simple, which is nice. There's a fuel tank right in front of my face. Doing pretty well with all the cow feed. We have a lot of straw, a lot of hay. Not a terrible backup job. Definitely a silver run weekend. The entire week has been silver run. Yeah, Cranky, I was told to use it on my fields. No, I went and got myself a real roller for all my fields. Not a wannabe roller. Yeah, definitely back to the real world next week. I'm on call next week, so my schedule's a little up in the air at times. Hasn't been too bad, and the weather doesn't look like it'll be too bad, so probably won't get too many, hopefully, knock on wood. Alright, cows are happy. Man, manure heap's getting a bit big. Probably go throw that in the BGA. Not sure what kind of plows they have on the save. Because I was thinking... Alright, sounds good, Cranky. Thank you for even dropping in. 3:30 is pretty late. Really late. But thanks for dropping in and chatting for a little bit. But continuing where I was off, I was thinking about plowing up some extra fields in 35 here. We'll have to see what kind of plows they have. We might have to use a regular base game plow, which might be a bit exhausting. Cranky's like Mark, stays up all hours of the night. Let's see what they have for plows. They have none installed. I don't know. They might have the cultivator create fields mod. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out. I'll only have one more episode. Before I'll be handing it off to another content creator. And it'll be kind of sad to see it go, but I know I could always continue it on if I wanted to, just kind of doing my own thing. Maybe I'll keep it stashed away and every once in a while I'll come revisit it. As far as I know, I believe Gaming Joy will be taking it next. I don't think I have his channel linked below, but once I verify for sure that he's taking it, then probably for the next episode I'll link his channel so that everybody can head over there and prepare for him. I know he's on vacation this week. I'm not sure when my next stream will happen because with work next week and being on call and then the Thanksgiving holiday here in the States, schedule will be a bit up in the air. Yeah, that's the thing, Mr. Quick Fix. We save it and then share it between each other. But I know Mark had said if we really wanted to continue on and kind of do our own thing, you know, we could just save it from our point and move on, and then obviously you could follow the next content creator for how the official, I guess, revisited series moves along. I'm not sure I'll come back to it anytime soon, just because with the new Silver Run map, I want to do some videos on there. And I need to get back to my Addingham save because I'm starting to forget everything I learned about Maze Plus and pumps and hoses. Yep, everybody kind of leaves their style on it. People lease different equipment, or how people go about creating fields or doing things on the fields. Just different how people do, even, you know, some people will kind of take care of fields or plant fields differently than others. Oh, it keeps missing a little spot. I know, like, if you watch some guys, they like to auto load everything. Some people love doing pallets. I'm kind of a 50-50. Some things I just want to auto load because it's easier. Sometimes the pallet physics just make life quite a bit difficult. Wonder why it keeps missing that one little strip. It's gonna be annoying to have to keep coming back and hitting those. My line's off or something. I'll have to put my name on the hill of fame over there, where you see kind of off in the distance some other names. You can see Mighty Mike and Scott's kind of there roughly. Underneath that is FSG and Argsy. Probably forget about it. I don't know if a lot of you have done saves on No Man's Land. In FS19, it was an extremely popular map, and then it kind of made its quick comeback in FS22. People seem to love to just kind of build their own thing from the ground up. I put quite a few hours in the other map that was done by Alien Jim, the Western Wilds one. Much more flat, has a lot of trees on it. Not that this one has a lot of hills, but it's got some hills and rocks to it. Western Wilds is kind of more typical grasslands with some forestry in there. So for whoever's playing on the new Silver Run map, what have you been doing, like a survival? Have you started with a lot of equipment, or are you just kind of doing whatever you want, testing everything out? I know I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do officially. I've played a little bit around with some of the equipment, but that's all just been me cheating in money and using it a little bit. I haven't used a whole lot of the big processors or anything, just the yarders and winches. Yeah, Mr. Quick Fix, I kind of went with the Western Wilds map just because I wanted to build my own thing, kind of lay out my own farm a little bit, kind of work on some cutting in my own fields and whatnot. But I do like maps with a little more, I guess, like land features. So it's nice having maps with dips and valleys and rivers and whatnot. Not that I play on a whole lot of them. I think that's what's kind of unique about Silver Run is you realize equipment really gets tested on that map, because going up a hill, your tractor horsepower matters a little bit more. I'm considering doing a start from scratch on the new map. See how long I last. I've always thought about setting up like multiple, I guess like multiple farms for a series where maybe there'd be like a contractor type farm or company, and I could use their equipment and stuff, or rent their equipment for a fee. Because I know there's the new contracts in Silver Run, but they're pretty basic. It's not like, hey, go clear out a bunch of trees in this section. It's just take out the dead wood or transport some logs. I do like the new, what is it, the hydraulic rock breaker. That's kind of neat. I wonder how it'll incorporate on new maps, if there'll be anything else that it could be used for, you know? It could be incorporated into like mining maps. Yep. I know there's a decent following on mining in the farming simulator community. Cause you have like Realistic, I think Gaming Crew, they do Yukon Valley, which has a ton of mining in it. Then there is, what is it, FS Miner makes a bunch of mods and does some mining. And seems to incorporate itself into a handful of different mods or maps, such as Elk Mountain, Wyoming, that has a whole quarry and all those different productions or the different materials you can do on them, and the Terraform mod. Oh, you're on Xbox. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that puts some limitations on things. But I've seen some maps out there that have come out that kind of got the mining idea to them. I think, what was it? It wasn't Backroads. I think it was Hillaby Creek had a little mining area or quarry. There was another one I had seen. I think it was kind of an American style farm. Where they have like the areas full of stones you can go load up. I'm sure Silver Run's fun, having the winches and stuff on console. That probably brings a lot to the game. Some of the new physics, new concepts. Oh, I just plowed some of the field. Oops. Yep. Look away, nothing to see. Blame it on Randy. I haven't done like a roleplay series or anything. I'm not sure, honestly, that I will anytime soon, just because they take quite a bit of work. I mean, I know Mighty Mike, I think, does a lot of just, most of his stuff he just impromptus. But he still has to think of the idea and the concept behind it, and then you have to edit it all. It takes a lot more editing. like Scroff's roleplay series, I'm sure he spends quite a bit of time going through all the audio and editing all the audio to work and cut. And the sound effects he puts in and the transitions and all that. I've enjoyed making time lapses. They're pretty, I guess they're simpler to make. You don't have to worry about your voice audio being all off or anything, or editing too much of it. But I'm also really enjoying the Let's Play I did on, or I am doing on Addingham Park. Nice being able to just kind of slow down, talk about it, get some work done. And I've actually enjoyed doing the live streams quite a bit. Pretty nervous on my first one. Yeah, the industrial sim, that's for sure, Tin Man. The all-in-one sim. And have coal mines and iron factories. The last one I did was too fast. I've been kind of wondering that. When I set my speeds, I tried watching a lot of other time lapses and kind of seeing how they do it, but I don't know if they do a lot of ramping in their videos or not. And then I think I still need to work on getting my camera angle right so it's not as jerky when it moves back and forth. Yeah, I know I watch a lot of like Sim Farmer. He's a time-lapse, pretty much time-lapse only type guy. He does some live streams, but he's done it for so long that he kind of understands, I think, exactly where to hold his camera angle, how to edit his videos, probably how to set his speed values and whatnot. So I tried comparing myself to a lot of like Sim Farmer or Stevie 4K or even the Camper, kind of seeing what their speeds were, and I thought I was pretty comparable. But they also know how to, they've been doing it forever, they kind of just naturally know how to do their camera views and all that. But I think I'm gonna probably end up transitioning mostly to some Let's Plays. Maybe I'll do some random videos with builds and all that in it, time-lapsed, or do some just time-lapse field work instead of everything being a time-lapse. once I'm done with these streams, I don't know how many more I'll have time really to do. Going to try to keep up on some of them, but it'll be a little more time spread out between streams than doing 3 a week. That's all good, Rambo. I think I'm almost at 80 or 90 uploads, total videos. I mean, that includes some shorts and some other stuff. I think I have 40 episodes in the Western Wilds time-lapse series. And I have maybe like 15 in the Elk Mountain one. Yep, Rambo Hacker makes videos. Thin man. Industrial farming, yep, if you can do everything. It's almost like a manager game. Business management. Production management. Control all chains of the production. Well, I'm glad you guys watch them. I wouldn't want you to watch them if you don't like them. But yeah, you can call it whatever you want. I think there's some people that really hope Giants kind of goes back to maybe their roots, I guess, what they kind of started up with, and maybe really push the envelope on the agricultural and animal husbandry type side of the farming, not so much the log farming. And I think the production chains are nice, but they're a little overboard. Some of them are a little overboard. It sometimes almost gets overwhelming. But the roller coaster seems kind of gimmicky, but I do like the idea of it, that they're making productions where they have a purpose, where they're building something. So maybe the next one they can focus on implementing, like, instead of just the build mode where you just slap a shed down, you can actually put a shed down that needs so much material to it, even if you have to buy that material. Might as well cultivate these fields while we're at it. Port to ship, trains, yeah. Yeah, I think there should be a couple options where you could just, if you were going to build a new shed, you could kind of lay out the plot and then you could go buy the materials where basically laying out the plot doesn't cost anything, but then you have to buy the materials to make it all work. So whether that's buying at premium prices or not, or you could, if you owned your own sawmill or something, you could run your own production. And I don't want it to be that's everything. Still think it'd be nice to have options where we could just place something down if you want to worry about doing more field work and animal work than worrying about building your shed. Tin Man. I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to see what they have in plan for year 2. There is some, I know modders are coming out with some great stuff. I believe there's a project called Terra Life coming out soon that's going to have a lot more in-depth animal husbandry. Maybe that's something Giants can look at and get incorporated into their game. I know we say modders shouldn't have to do Giants' job, but sometimes there's some really good modders out there that can really push the envelope. Ooh, we missed some rocks. the sawmill so we could build our own stuff for hard mode. Yeah. I think even doing something in like a survival mode, if you cut down trees and we're able to turn them into like a shed or a house, be a pretty neat idea. But doing pretty well on the fields. Need to get the rocks still out of the other three. We have probably lay a layer of fertilizer down. Then I think we need to also spray for weeds on the other fields, but might hold off on that. I did see that, Rambo, where you could kind of build like the first stage, then sell it, build the next stage, sell it, and build the final stage. Kind of represent the idea of having a farm built. That'd be really good in like a roleplay series or a series where you're trying to be a little more realistic. Maybe have it take a couple months to get built. I think it'd be cool for when you're building like silos. If you're setting up like a large silo complex where you're doing maybe like a grain dryer and some grain elevator legs and all that. Could transport all your own materials if you wanted to. I think he might be a couple minutes behind Tit Man. I think we're done cultivating. I think we've hit everything. Let's see. Looks like it. So we need, none of these have any fertilizer in them. I believe these 4 fields need some weeds or herbicide taken care of. We're done with lime and there's nothing that needs plowing, so probably work on getting the rocks out of these. Kind of sucks I had to cultivate them first because the rock picker gives the cultivated state, but for some reason it wouldn't let me go over the weeds and the lime with the rock picker. I know this can be changed to, I think, a rock trailer. I'm not sure. My only thing is I don't know if you can dump straight into it from the stone picker. I'm not sure it's worth it or not. Missed corner. Oh, the planting? Yeah, that was probably me, I'm not gonna lie. Tend to just run smooth corners or whatnot with course play and then forget to go back over them. A lot of times when I'm cutting my own fields in on maps like this, I tend to just do rounded off corners anyway. Makes it a little easier when you're feeding and whatnot. I don't think this is going to be able to dump into there. For some reason I just don't think it's going to work, but we'll see. Kind of want to test it. Oh, will. That is amazing. Like I said, I've hardly ever worked with rocks. I'm not a fan of them at all. When I first started playing, I ran them for a little bit, and then I spent hours on them, and I just decided to quit doing them anymore. True survival. No chainsaw, just an axe. Have to take you years to build everything. It's almost gonna be like cultivating the field over again. Not sure if I should have not put the lime down, if maybe the lime state caused it where I could not collect the rocks or what, or maybe the weeds on there did. Oh, I missed them. I'm gonna have to go back and get them. Something about the field stones. It's almost like the weeds. You know, they just pop up everywhere. I could understand if they were a little more spread out, but like, wow. An insane amount of stones. I guess if you want to do the lime crusher, it makes sense because you want more stones, but I wish there was like a percentage you could turn them down. That's those ones can annoy me. Curious if map makers will incorporate like the new rock breaking contracts into like their maps, especially maps like this where they're kind of build your own, create your own legacy. Thank you, Sabbath. Thank you for jumping in too. Got to give credit to mostly the people who did it all before me, such as FarmSim Guy and Gaming starting it up and building most of the fields and doing a lot of the layout and equipment. Then Scott Free for All and Mighty Mike also doing some of it. See you, Scott. Thank you for dropping in for a little bit. I know it's getting late for a lot of people, especially those on the East Coast and the Midwest zone. Starting to get there. I know I probably only have about 15-20 minutes left, and then I need to hop off so I can get some shut-eye. All good, Tin Man. And definitely the slot count on consoles is a very annoying thing. I know when I started FS19, I started on console, and the slot count was kind of a really annoying thing, especially if you had a really nice map with a lot of intricacies into it. Oh, I'm not sure what you missed, Tin Man. Talking about cutting field corners and cultivating. Yep, I'm not sure. How's the new equipment with the slot count? Does the Volvos take up a lot? Sorry about that. One more thing. Hey. We're nearly full. Having this rock trailer is pretty nice. Don't have to worry about going all the way back. Probably only got a few loads that we'll have to put into there. Fieldstones is turned off on the save, but they were left on originally. And I'm just not a big fan of the look of them, so I want to clear them off. Uh-oh. Sheep's are... Wool's all full. We'll have to move some of the pallets out of the way. We're also gonna have to feed them. I need to hop off here in about 5 minutes. I know it's kind of been just a lot of field work today, cultivating, rocks, everything. I think next episode will probably be finishing up the rocks, making sure the animals are all taken care of. And also, we might start cutting in some new fields over there. Then obviously putting our name on the hill. As well as we need to build the flower production. Can't forget that. That's the one thing I need to do, build the flower production. So next episode, remind me, build the flower production. Then we can get it all landscaped in. Not sure when the next episode will be. Probably be, I'm hoping for like Tuesday night or Wednesday night. But with my on-call schedule and everything, it might be up in the air. I'll try to put an announcement out as early as I can, but I can't promise anything. So hopefully everyone will be able to catch that one. I know it'll probably be another late one. I was really hoping to get an earlier one out for some of the people that are overseas in the UK or Europe or even other countries over there. Then I also know it's a little late for some people in the East Coast. We should have enough next episode to keep us busy between flower production, animals, cutting in fields, rocks, and the hay. So I think we're gonna leave off there. Thank you everybody for stopping in. I appreciate it. If you like the video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And we'll be doing the last episode here next week before it moves on. And it'll be missed, but also it's been a lot of fun. I will catch you all on the next one. Thank you.